Hello my dear students, welcome to my class. We are doing problems on depreciation. So today we will start doing problems on the second important method in the topic depreciation. In the previous classes we have learned how to solve a problem under straight line method. Straight line method is also called as fixed installments method or original cost method. Today we will learn diminishing balance method. So diminishing balance method is also called as written down value method or reducing balance method. Diminishing balance method, written down value method or reducing balance method. So I will write here a note. What is the name of this method? Diminishing balance method or it is also called as what? Reducing balance method. Reducing balance method or reducing balance method or it is also called as written down value method. Written down value method. So these are the three names for our second method: diminishing balance method, reducing balance method or written down value method. So whenever you start doing a problem on depreciation, you have to check what is the method given, whether the problem is asked on straight line method or whether the problem is asked on diminishing balance method. So if we see here from the 11th question in the textbook, we have problems on diminishing balance method. Let us see what is the problem. Problems on diminishing balance method. The 11th question. Madhu and company purchased a machine on 1st April 2010 for rupees 20,000. So Madhu and company purchased the machine for how much? For rupees 20,000 on what year? 1st April 2010. Depreciation is charged at 10% under diminishing balance method. What is the method is asking? Rate of depreciation is given 10% under which method? Diminishing balance method. Here it is given clearly diminishing balance method. All depends upon this. The whole problem will be the same, only the method will change here. The company prepares accounts at the end of the financial year. So which what is the year we are following? Calendar year or financial year? We are following the financial year. Financial year means it will start from April and end on March every year. Prepare machine account for 3 years. For how many years is asking the machine account? Prepare machine account for 3 years is asking. So rate of depreciation is 10%, cost of the asset is 20,000, method of depreciation is diminishing balance method. How many years the machine account is asked? 1, 2, 3 years. So we'll start the problem. So rest of the procedure is the same. We have to enter the first entry. What is the first entry we have enter? We have to enter the entry for purchase of the machine. 1st April 2010. We have purchased the machine. Whenever a machine is purchased or asset is purchased, what will write? To bank account. To bank account, because journal entry is what? Machine account debit to bank account. Machine account debit to bank account. How much is the value of purchase? 20,000. Only 20? No, because there is no additional charges like installation charges, erection charges, etc. Now what is the next step then? You have to count the year from April to what year is the last? From April to March, because from April the year will start and end on March 31st. Why we have taken April year? Because machine is purchased on April 1st 2010. 31st March 2011. Why we are writing 2011 year? Because our purchase of the machine is in 2010. Year end is March 31st every year. March 31st will come for 2011 only. From April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So from April we have to start to the next March. So 3 months will be of 2011. 9 months belongs to 2010 and 3 months belongs to 2011. So like that you will have to count 1 year. So what you have to do in the last? You have to take the depreciation by depreciation. By depreciation account. What is the value of depreciation here then? So on which amount you have to take here now? This is our what method? Diminishing balance method. So diminishing balance method, always you have to see what is the diminished value. Here the first year there is no problem. What is the value of purchase? 20,000. On 20,000 only we will take the depreciation. 20,000 into 10%, how much will get? 2,000. So the rate of depreciation is how much here? 2,000. Understood? So now the procedure for balancing. How to balance? Debit side total is how much? 20,000. Same total you have to take in the credit side also. Now 20,000 minus 18,000. How much is the answer here? 18,000. What you will write here? 31st March 2011. What is the entry here? By balance. By balance carried down. C by D is carried down. From here, next year. This is the first year. Next year is what? After 31st March 2011. Next date will be 1st April 2011. To what? What we have done? To balance. To balance brought down. How much is the balance brought down of last year? Last year end value is 18,000. This will be the opening value for the next year. Now this is the value. Now here the twist starts here. In the straight line method, what we used to do? We used to take depreciation always on the cost of the asset only. It means if we take depreciation on 20,000, always we used to take depreciation on 20,000 only every year, because it is straight line. Under straight line method, depreciation should be calculated on the cost of the asset. That's why we used to take on the cost only. Cost of the asset here is 20. Always we will take on 20 only in straight line method. But this is diminishing balance method. So don't get confused here. Diminishing balance method. How much the value of asset has diminished? Diminished means how much the value of the asset has reduced. Now what is the reduced value? We have reduced 2,000. What is the value now? 18,000. On this value you have to find the depreciation in the second year. So second year end is 31st March 2012. How? See here I will show. From depreciation for the year 2011 to 2012. How we will find them? What is the value? 18,000 into 10 by 100. That is equal to how much? We will get 1,800. So in this way you have to find the depreciation. How much you will get? 18,000 into 10 by 100. So here method of depreciation is changing. Instead of taking on 20,000, that is cost of the asset, we have taken depreciation now on what? On 18,000, on the reduced value. After first year reduced value is 18,000. On that value you have to take the depreciation. Under what method? Diminishing balance method. Now we will write here by depreciation. Depreciation account. How much is depreciation now? How much we got the depreciation ma? 1,800. That is 1,800. Understood this way. So this is the second year. So 18,000 minus 1,800. Now you get. How much is what is the procedure now? You have to balance. How much is the value here? 18,000. 18,000. Here also we'll take 18,000. Now what is the next step now? You have to balance. What date? 31st March 2012. What you will write here? By balance. Carry down. How much you have to carry now? How you will get now? 18,000 minus 1,800. 18,000 minus 1,800 is how much here? How much you will get ma? 16,200. So listen carefully ma. You may get a doubt. Once you start doing, you may have a doubt how we got 16,200 or how we got this 18,000. Because many times in the doubts students ask me, sir, how you got this 18,000? How we got 18,000 in the first year? 20,000 is the total of the debit side, 2,000 is the total of the credit side. So you have to balance. What is the procedure of balancing a ledger? We will see both the sides total. Here it is 20, here it is 2,000. What we have to do? Total which is greater, debit side is greater. That total you have to take both the columns, 20,000, 20,000. Now what we have to do? Difference you have to take as balance carried down. Now because credit side is less, we are getting the answer in the credit side. Balancing figure, this is called 20,000 minus 2,000, 18,000 is the difference. This is balance carried. It means credit side is less than the debit side by rupees 18,000. Meaning is that will take to next year. Here also what we have done, we are seeing debit side total 18,000, 1,800. 18,000 is more, no, debit side is more. Debit side total we are copying in both the columns. What we are doing now? 18,000 minus 1,800. We got how much? 16,200. In this way you have to carry down. This is the balancing figure. What does this signify? This signifies that credit side is 16,200 less than the debit side. Understood? Debit side is more by 16,200. That difference we are showing here. Now this value becomes the closing balance of the second year. Closing balance of the second year will become what? Opening balance for the next year. Next year is what? 1st April 2012. 1st April 2012. What you have to write? To balance brought down. Balance brought down is how much now? 16,200. So this is the last year. No? Why last year? Because account is asked only for 3 years. What you have to do again here? On year end 31st March 2012. What you have to take? By depreciation. By depreciation count. Now, how much you have to take depreciation here? That is the question. What you have to do now? Our balance is how much? 16,200. That is value of the asset in the beginning of third year. This is first year, second year, third year. What is the value of the asset in the beginning of the third year? 16,200. On what value now you have to take depreciation? First year we have taken on 20,000. Second year on the 18,000. Now on what value? On 16,200. That is the reduced value. Every year value goes on reducing. Every year depreciation also goes on reducing. First year it was 2,000. See, first year value of asset is 20,000. Depreciation was 2,000. Second year value of asset became 18. Depreciation became 1,800. Third year is 16,200. So it will be 16 to 20 like this. So I will show here how to calculate. So depreciation, what you have to do? Depreciation only these values will change. Up to what? So depreciation for 2012 to 2013. How much it is? 16,000 to 16,000. How much is the reduced value? 16,200 into 10 divided by 100. That is equal to how much? How much you will get? 1,620. How? You have to cancel 1 0. This 1 0, this 1 0, this 1 0, this 1 0 is cancelled. How much is remaining? 1620. So this is the depreciation for the third year. So your date is 2013, not 12. From 12 to 13. So in this way you have got the depreciation. How much is depreciation you have to take now? 1,620. 1,620. Now, what is the last step now? So don't get confused now. How I'll show the first year depreciation also to avoid confusion. We'll do one thing. Copy paste this one. Now what you have to do here? Just you have to change the year here. It was how much? 2010. How we have done here? 2011. On what value we have taken depreciation here? On 20,000. Now how much is the value of our depreciation in first year? This way. So all the 3 years you got now. How we have done depreciation for 2010 2011? We have calculated on 20,000 into 10 by 100, it was 2,000. So depreciation for 2011-12 we have done on 18,000. It is 1,800. On depreciation for 2012 to 2013 we have done on 16,200, and now we got how much? 16,220. In this way you have to solve the problem under diminishing balance method. Now what is the last step here? The problem is not over. 16,200. So you have to balance no 16,200. Here also 16,200. Now what you have to do now? You have to take the balance 31st March 2013. What you will write here? By balance carried. By balance carried on, how much you will get now? So it is how much? 16,200 minus 1620. How much you will get here? 14,580. This is correct now? So this is our answer. So 14,580. So if you have any doubt, you can add these two. These two values if we add, you should get 16,000. You should get how much? 16,200 only. We are getting. If we are adding these two, how much we are getting? 16,200. So if we add, how much you are getting? You see. So in this way you have to do the problem. Understood? Now if you prepare a statement, this is the account. So suppose like in the straight line method also we had two assets, and if we sell the asset somewhere in middle of the year, then how to find the profit or loss? For that you have to prepare this statement, no? So I will show these also. How you have to do that? What is the cost of the asset? We purchase the cost of the asset for how much? We purchase the machine for how much? Rupees 20,000. So after 20,000, what was the depreciation? Rate of depreciation is 10%. Under what method? Diminishing balance method. How we have done that? We have done here. So 20,000 into 10% is how much? Percent means always 10 by 100 only you have to take. Whatever percent. What this is the rate. Rate by 100. The 8 by 100 is 10 by 100. If it is 20, 20 by 100. If it is 5%, 5 by 100. If it is 15, 15 by 100, like that you have to take. Percentages are always taken like that. Now 20,000 minus what you have to take in the first year? Less. How much is depreciation for first year, ma? How much was the depreciation for first year? See here. How much we get? First year depreciation was how much? 2000. So we'll subtract 2000. If we subtract now, how much you got? Diminished value, how much we got? 18,000 we got. From these 18,000, what we have done in the second year? The second year again what we have done? We have again calculated. What we have calculated? Depreciation we have calculated. Because it is a reducing balance method, every year you have to find the depreciation on the reduced value. So second year also we have done that calculation. On what value we have done that calculation? How we are finding depreciation in the second year? What we have done? Depreciation for the year 2011-2012 is 18,000 into 10 by 100. That we got how much? 1800. So 1800 is the depreciation for second year. So 1800 shall I take? Yes. That is 1800. Now if we subtract, how much you have to get? 18,000 minus 1800. How much we got? We got the same, no? 16,200. From this 16,200, what we have done now? What is to be done? Third year depreciation you have to find. Third year depreciation is how much? What value we have done here? Third year also we are finding depreciation. Because it is diminishing balance method, every year you have to find the depreciation on the reduced value only. What is the reduced value now? 16,200. So this statement is very useful in diminishing balance method, because always you should find depreciation on the reduced value. What is the reduced value? It will be shown here. See here, 20 minus 2 we got 18. Second year we have a clarification that we have to find depreciation on 18,000. After subtracting second year depreciation, we got the reduced value 16,200. Now we have a clarity that depreciation in the third year should be done on only 16,200. Now here 16,200 into 10 by 100, how much we got? 1620. That is 1,620. Now we will find how much we get after subtracting that. How much is that? We subtract now. This is our final value. How much we'll get? 14,580. We got that 14,500. So in this way, you have to find the balances. So this is called diminishing balance method. So diminishing balance method is very easy, You have to pay attention while calculating the depreciation of various years. So many times what happens, students get confused by doing straight line method and diminishing balance. So you have to understand what is the difference between that two. In a straight line method, what we do, we calculate depreciation only on the cost of the asset. So cost of the asset is here how much? 20,000. So depreciation will be always done on 20,000 only. But under diminishing balance method, what happens? Every year we know that every year the value of the asset reduces. So depreciation also we are finding on reduced value only. So that the belief is that because the value of asset is decreasing, depreciation should also decrease. So with that intention, what we are doing? We are reducing the depreciation. We are finding depreciation on the reduced value. So what is the advantage here in the straight line method? Depreciation will be constant. In the end of the at the end of the life of the asset value will become zero. But here diminishing balance method, what happens? Asset value cannot become zero. Something will remain. So if you see difference here, this is depreciation and diminishing balance method. I will show you here straight line method. So straight line method, what happens? So straight line method, I will show SL or SL straight line. SLM is straight line method. Straight line method. So if we do under that, what happens? We'll see. What happens? You see, under straight line method, same way we'll do. So straight line method, see what happens. I'll show you only the depreciation part, and so same problem if you do under straight line method, how it will be shown. You see how you will get the values. Then you will understand the difference in a better way. So always you have to do that calculation in your mind. Ma. What is the cost of the asset ma here? Same. How much we have done? 20,000. Now depreciation, if you do under straight line method, what is depreciation? Always if you take on the cost of the asset. Cost of the asset is how much? 20,000 to 10 by 100, how much we got? 2,000. So 2,000 you have to subtract here. We know that. Now 2,000 we have subtracted. How much is value then? Up to first and second year there is no problem. You get 18. Up to this it is same. Second year what we will do? Again we find the value, depreciation value on the cost only. Cost only means how much we will get again? Depreciation will be 2,000 only under straight line method. So 18,000 minus 2,000 will get. How much we got? 16,000. See the difference here. Then third year also on 20,000 only you have to find depreciation. So 20,000. Now at the end of the third year, what is the value of our asset now? If you see 14,000. You understood the difference now? The difference is this. See, under straight line method if you do, and under diminishing balance method if you do the problem, what is the difference? You understood now? That is the difference now. So understood? So in this way we have to find the asset account now. So I'll end the class here only. Thank you.